Hakdamas Harav Mechaber, the forward, the part that came before the Mechaber wrote. Zatzal, Zeratzal, the bracha, the memory of the tzaddik should be for a blessing. And he speaks about Hashem and he says, Peleh Yoetz, the amazing advisor, Hail Gibar, the powerful God who is strong. Hifli Chasta B'mitei did a wonder of his kindnesses and his truths in Klabu with all his creations. Ad ein cheker, till there's no way to delve into it. Veinim sir, and you can't count it. Nil malguris adonai, who can speak out and fill the the powers of Hashem? Yashmir, let it be heard. Kalti lazai, who can make it be heard? All Hashem's praises. Ad in case there's no end of sechla, there's no finishing to his praises. Like to him, dume sila, you can make an analogy of praise. So daimi means silence, like from the word dam, or to compare daimi equal. Who can say some kind of praise for him? Va'al kol ha'tayvus, and all the good zayis ayla. This is even higher. What is this that he did, which is higher than anything? Asher bachar Yisrael l'skula. He chose us, the Jewish people, as his treasure. V'nasan lahem, he gave them Torah, an instruction book. Myra, teacher, an instructor, Torah, instruction, u'mitzvahs, and commandments. Ukram chavel nachla, and Hashem called us his rope of his inheritance, that he can pull, and we're attached to him. Va'ayid, and even more, yadin etuya, his hand is stretched out, lahetiv la'amay, to do good to his nation. Taivim kafula, a good that is doubled, which is number one, who hazanim efranis, he gives sustenance and he gives support. V'yadei psucha, and his hand is open, chol nefesh, to every soul chay that's alive, ala mechya, on the food of al and on the sustenance, on kol is all, kol is the double, all the everything that we need. Hu reifech al basar, he heals every flesh. Umaflin is the wonder, lasai sasela, that he does savings for us. Umeser kol machli, takes every sickness. Hu nesin chayim, he gives life, l'chal chayim, to everything that is alive. B'chesed v'chemla, with kindness and with a kind of paying attention of merciful kindness. V'tayv chasdai, and number two, he does a kindness that's better than life. Asher, that Oizer Asama, he helped his nation Yisrael, the Jewish people, Ala Torah, to have this instruction of Alavayda, and to have the service. It's a great kindness. Mikol Chayalam Olam Abba, which is higher than all the life in the next world. He Ha'ila goes up. Vimamarti, if I said Asapra, that I will tell over Asher Gavar Chasdai, a lie that he overpowered his kindness on me. Laidati Svaras, I couldn't count it. Spheras, to counter, to clarify. And I just wonder, a sapper as a barber, maybe something to do with counting all the hairs or clarifying the person's head. But Laidati Svaras, I would not be able to count. Ve'ein mila, I would not have words. Kataintian became small, Mikal Chasadim, from all the kindnesses, Mikal Amaz, and the truths. Asher Asa, that did El Ner Alila, this wonderful God who is powerful and does higher things, confusing things. That how strong he is. Im cherpas Adam, with an embarrassment of a person combining like me, Bria, a creation kala that is so light. Abarech es Adonai, I will bless Hashem Asher Yotzani, who gave me eitzes, who gave me advice. Vad koi, and until here, Azarani, he helped me. Huya Azrani, he should continue to help me. Alvar kvayt shemai, on the matter of the honor of his name. Netzach forever Sela, and Sela is just let it continue. B'nichsafa, and it's like held back. It's a kind of like kisufin is a kind of pained want. V'gam kolsa nafshi, kolsa is like an emotional craving, like held back, like to a point of almost destruction. Kliya, it's just like v'gam kolsa nafshi. My soul is just going, wanting. L'zakos es harabim, I want to purify and to give schus to the rabbin, to the public. L'ratzain, as a will, l'nachas, for a pleasure, ruach, l'nachas ruach, to give a pleasure of spirit, l'bayri, to my creator, Yoetzri, who formed me, va'isi, who made me. So you'll notice that there's the bayri, the creator, Yoetzri, the former, va'isi, those are different levels of creation. Yi Elohim Madi, and Hashem the powerful one should be with me. Yi Shem Adonai Mivayrach, the name of Hashem should be praised. Yumramim, uplifted, Al Kolam Brachasilan, over every blessing, over every praise. Uchvar, and already, L'Sha'avar, in the past, Yadi, my hand, Asasa, did Be'ezer Ha'el, with the help of Hashem, Hadar, a great thing, Baliyasa Kuntres, when I brought up a Kuntres, some type of notebook, collection of writings, Iris Elim, a lights of strands, Milikute, collecting Divrei Rabbeinu, the words of our rabbis, Hekdeshim, the holy ones, the sublime ones, the uplifted ones, Divrei Elikim Chaim Noim, the words of the God who is alive and pleasant. Hadvarim, these words, Zakas L'chayla, was given to purify and to give schus, to give merits L'chayla to everybody. Ashrei Adam, lucky is the man, praiseworthy is the man, Shemeh, who hears Divrei Chachamim, who hears the words of Chachamim, Kedarvainos, like the speaking ones. Madrichim, that guide as Adam, the man, V'derech Chaim, on the way of life, Derech Slula, the way of Solol. So Solol means like forever. I think it means something like to go like this, like just forever, because the word Sela means in music just keep on going, and Slula means to curl. So I think it means like this and like this and like this. So Derech Slula is a river that keeps on going along. Va'ata now, so Hashem, I want to guide people. They should have this type of derech slula, a way of a path that just keeps on going. Va'ata now, so that was what I did when davening. Now, Basi Akim B'Megillah Sefer, with a writing of Sefer, in a book Kasav that's written alai for me, on me, Va'alzari, and my children, Va'anshagili, and people that are like me. So Gil means like my age, my circle. They have Gil also means to tremble. I believe that the idea of a gil is a gal is like a wave. So I think people that were born in the same mazel, in the same circle of what's called anshe gili. So people that are like me. Gil also means like a kind of happiness. But so people that are like me in comparative to me, I want to give them, me, my children, people that are like me, I want to give them Eitz Taiva, Kamina, a good idea. This is what I had in mind. I wanted to say, Kifi Katzechli, the way my seichel is cut, the way it's set up. Achvi, and the way Asher Hesigi Yadi, the way that my hand would reach, Lilmaid, to learn, Lulamin, and to teach me peace from the different books. What did I want? Ezi, I wanted to give people Ezi Derech Yishara, what is the way that is straight, Shiyavrlai Adam, the man should go on. Lastly, to do Hatayv, the good, Vayashar, and the straight, Beini Elohim Ba'adam, in the eyes of Hashem and the eyes of people. Chen La, favor to him. Va'alakta, and I created and I collected ba'amarim in the sheaves, which also means Aimer, words that were said. Imras Elihatzrufa, the words of the God which clarifies things and purifies them. And I in a way of short, the Seder, and also in the order of alphabet, the Aleph base, the shame in order Yichud to put together Kutsh Baruch Hu, the Holy One, blessed be He, the Sublime One, Ushchinte, and His presence, which is represented by we, the Jewish people who do His will. So He wants to be able to put together Hashem and His presence, which is that Hashem's presence should be known here by us doing His will. Ulakashet es hakala, to beautify, to put ornaments on the kala. That's Hashem Shechina, Hashem's, as if you'd say, just like a husband has a wife that's a counterpart, Hashem has His presence here on earth, which is His counterpart, because we don't understand Him, but we understand His holiness. We don't understand that we can feel and work with His holiness, so He wants to put together He wants to beautify the Kala. That's Hashem's presence here on earth, which is obviously deep concepts, because Hashem is one, but He allows His presence to be felt here, so that brings together Hashem on high and His presence here, and that makes a beautiful oneness of Hashem on all levels. Uvechein, not that I understand it, but that's the concept that I've been given to understand. Uvechein, therefore, Baharmenusa, with permission, the Kutsh Baruch Hu of the Holy One, blessed be He, Ushchinte, and His Shechina, His presence, Karasi, I called Shema Sefer Zed, the name of the Sefer, Peleh Yoetz, the wonder of advice, which is a play on words of Peleh Yoetz Kel Gibar, the wonder of advice of the strong Hashem. Kibateva spell, because the word Peleh, Ramos, Shmi, is hinted my name Hadal, my poor name, my name, the poor one, Ba'alfi, in my studying or my training. I wanted to teach, so me is hinted here, Eliezer Papo, so Eliezer Papo has Aleph Lamed and Pei, Svardi Tahar, Samachta Svardi Tardi was Svardi, from Spain originally, I guess. Family came through there. So he says, in that name is hinted Peleh is Eliezer Papo, Yoetz Anechi, I want to give advice, La'atzi to myself, La'ache Gili, and to people like me, Ache Skula, men are treasured, important ones. I want to give them advice. V'naisav gam hu, and added on also he kaninu yadai, he gave a base, he gave strength to my hand, be'ez mishakai, with the help of Hashem, gam tzibar matzabayis, also a bird finds a house. So I don't know what he's referring to over there, but I guess maybe he was saying that he's going to get Olam Haba for this, and some type of good from it. Base tefillah, or perhaps Gam Tzibur Matzabayis, also the bird found the house, which is the base tefillah, the house of tefillah. So he's going to explain that he also wanted to write a base tefillah, a writing of a collection of davenings, of prayers. His iris, which would be a way of uplifting you out to get you to moving, to wake up to do al tefillah, to daven, v'seder tefillas, and the order of the prayers with tachnunim and beggings, each from each person for his work, while called Sarish Laitavane, any problem that should not come, you should know, Gedai Tefillah, greatest prayer. Imena Kula, even if the prayer doesn't do everything that a person wants, Al Yashav Dachnichlam, a person should not return as a poor person that's embarrassed. Matzik Degulas, he will find some type of being salvation from that. Umagam, and also if not Baftsirai, when he presses and when he urging betfila with his prayers, al davar kavod shemayim, because when he's also praying for about the honor of the Hashem's in heaven, his honor, Yishma el Hashem will hear mishamayim from heaven, v'yichayel miyamayim, and he will give him strength from plural days. So obviously, as we'll see through Peleh Yoetz, he always, very often, he takes words that are in other verses or other prayers or other different sentences, and he puts like a play on words as he's trying to share something. So it's that idea, and also the way it just flows, but also sometimes there's double meanings. It's true that we said in Gemara Brachas Lamed Beis, great is the power of prayer. Put your hearts to its ramparts, to its chayil also means courage or strength. So I guess a part of a castle that's its strength is the high parts of it. So put your heart to the strength and to the courage. I believe he's starting to play on words. Say, put your heart to the courage of davening. Ki ein lanu, we do not have ma'alismech on who to rely. Rak al rachei shemaim, on the mercy of heaven. Shemeh kol tchina, kol tviyah, the one who hears the sound of beggings and the sound of prayers. So he's saying, I also wrote base tefillah, which should wake you up to praying, and even if it's not going to get everything a person wants, from the fact that Hashem is seeing that he's asking, Hashem will have mercy on him, and how important it is to pray. Okay, Mr. Hashem, to be continued.